Oh man, what's up? What's happening, everybody?
Yo,
It's weird because I can't really see.
can't see.
I can see, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
well, I can see, but I can't scroll. Hold on, man. I got to get my mouse because I don't like when I can't scroll. Hold on a
Hi,
second.
hi. What up, everybody? Come on in. Come on in. What up? What up? What up? Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. What up, Victory? See you out there. Fast Life. What's good? What's good? Well, E. Shanna. What's going on, sis? White Side. What up, yo? Big Ed. Shy Guy. What up, man? Jason. What's good? What up, Tap In?
Oh
Big.
damn! Oh damn, boy! I got a mouse.
Now you can scroll.
All right, yeah, I can scroll now, boy. I can see it. I see
General.
Shannon Wall E, Bass Life, White
Hillbilly.
Side, 2A Shy Guy in the building. I see Jason. Jason is a guest tonight. Matter of
Yes,
fact,
he
we gotta
is.
get the link out there for Jason, man. Charlie Boy. Let me see. Tap in. What's up, bro? Who I missed, man? Hillbilly Biggs, B
Yep,
More,
yep. Big's out there.
Marcy, John Rawls. What's shaking? Hold on. They better shut up. I'm not gonna play with these people. All right. What's going down, man? You good, bro?
Yep, yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, nothing. Listen,
Mm.
I'm I just want to chop it up with the people, give everybody a minute to get up in here.
What up, OG?
And you know how I go.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to, before we get rolling, get a reminder out there for a regular meetup for man. The excitement is building.
Building.
The
Big building.
excitement is building, man. I'm ready for it. I'm nervous. I got a lot of work to do. We all do.
Ain't
Um,
no.
but it's getting there, man. It's really getting there. So make sure you guys go out, check it out. Regularmeetup.com. You can grab your tickets. You can go vote for the
Yeah. What up,
regular
TK?
Gun Tuber Awards, all of that. TK, what's good? Nyla, what's happening? Tony 450, what's the
What
good
up,
word?
Tony?
So, I was thinking, man,
Mm.
we got the link out there for Jason?
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Okay.
What up in the bushes?
So, in the bushes. That made me nervous. But listen, it's June 21st, 22nd, Southwest Ohio. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of announcements that got to be made. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up. Um, but it's so crazy because there'd be so much going on behind the scenes trying to make it work that it's only so much you can say. It ain't no secrets. It's just I could say something and then the ink ain't dry.
Right.
They got to dry the ink, then you can say it. But it's gonna be a lot of dope announcements coming up, man. And thank you everybody. You guys been buying the tickets. I'm sorry. I guess everybody was waiting on the first of the year because ticket sales is like, whoop, it was crazy. Then it was like, whoop, and then it was nothing, 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 nothing. And now I'm starting to see them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, push again. So that's a good sign, man. That's a good sign. That means everybody's excited. We're gonna drop the meetup shirts. I um I wanted to do it today, but
Mm-hmm.
I got too much stuff going on, man.
Yeah, busy week coming
Is
up,
there
man.
any is there any priority coaches in the community? Because boy, I got to get my priorities straight, man. My plate be I'm fat. My plate be too full, man. I got fat dude issues. My plate be too full, man. I be having too much going on. I got a busy week coming up. I'm trying to get prepared for. So, because theoretically, theoretically is not the word. Actually is the word.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't going to be a live.
Right.
Probably this week because of all stuff I got going on. But the cool thing is I got good people in my corner. And I always try to be a man of my word. I gave my boy Jason my word. We're gonna talk some prep and stuff. And I get caught up in this prep and stuff. You know, I get excited, I get mad,
Right.
you know, I be wanting to go buy stuff. So people should, you guys gotta, like, I want this conversation night to be fun, but
Mm-hmm.
y'all gotta pay attention, man, because it'd be interesting. You can learn a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
First thing you're gonna learn is all the stuff that most people don't be having. how not ready so many of us are.
Yeah. What's up, Tatiana?
But that's
What?
that for me. So what we waiting on? Jason to click on this thing?
Yeah, I sent him the link.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
damn. Hey,
I'm
all
drinking my
right,
water.
man. Feel better?
Hey,
Square
get
shot
low.
got tight.
I saw that.
I did that because I had Zach on this side because he's gonna take over in a few minutes. I got to bust a move, man. He gonna take over. I'm trying to let Jason get here so we can chop some stuff up, man. But then I got to bust a move. So, but I trust Zach. He gonna hold it down, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
Hey, Dennis Dixon, I got something for you, man.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon.
Got something for you. Brazilian Dad, what's up, Silverback? What's cracking, man? Hey, talk that stuff, Hillbilly. I mean, there's a lot going on, man. That's all I can say. That's all I can tell you.
Ain't no man. What up, Jay?
Right. Jay the Shooter, my boy, what's happening, man?
ARD.
I'm waiting on my I got something rocking with Jay, man. We gonna got something popping. I'm glad Jay stopped by though, man. You know that boy be out there. I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna tell you though. You know that fool be out there on helicopters?
Yeah, I saw him.
Something
I,
wrong with him, man.
I
See,
can't
look,
do that. What up,
I'm
Left?
gonna put this in perspective for y'all. First of all, if you never met the brother, he's taller than a helicopter. So the mere fact that he's I want to use the right word here, crazy enough to get in one of them things, man. And he
Right.
taller than he got to be like he all in the helicopter like this. Because he can't stand up. So it's just weird stuff, man. A lot of stuff going on, man. But shout out to Jay, man. Pew Party coming up in March.
What up, Big
Let's
Drake?
go. Big drizzle in this joint. Hey, do we got a link for people that
What
might
link?
want to go to Jay's Pew Party?
Hold on. Give me a second.
We're gonna try to get a link out there, man. For anybody that want to go, I know it's in Texas. You have to go once we get the link out there and you click on there, you'll be able to go and see uh, everything that's cracking with Pew Party. It's gonna be dope. I know it's gonna be dope.
Give me a second.
Big Riz, what's up, man? Everybody good? Y'all ready for my big homie, man, White Rambo? God damn it. Jason Ewing, come on this joint. I hope y'all ready, man. That's a wild boy.
I only got the link.
Bullshit. What's up, man?
I got Jay's link. I don't have a link directly to it.
I'm gonna have him to send it to me so we can definitely get the link out there in the chat.
I'm trying to find one. Hold on. I might be able to find it. Here we go.
You got it?
Well, this is the link. This is the link to buy tickets. So I'm gonna send it.
Yeah. Let's make sure we get that in the chat, man, for people, and then they can save the link. I think you found it, bro.
I did.
So
Yeah.
it's a dope year for the community, man. It's gonna be a lot of dope stuff going on. A whole lot. Well, Mantis, yeah, man. I don't got no Mantis groups going on right now. I gotta jump back on Mantis, man.
Yeah.
I've been slacking on that.
Everybody like,
I be using but I see I got issues, bro. Cause I use more than one.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Mantis is for one thing when I'm trying to get my discipline together.
right.
But then when I'm trying to get fast and you know getting on target fast and all that stuff, I like to go to like laser ammo. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, they got their different uses.
They do, and I got a new one. I got a new one on the way.
Oh, yeah, another one?
Oh man, oh man, it's interesting, very interesting.
Hold on a second. That's what I was trying to do. I got what I needed right there.
So look, y'all. Tonight we're gonna talk about, and I know everybody in the gun space don't always like this topic, but we're gonna talk about some prepping stuff, man, and just um, you should though, because I used to think all people that do the prepping stuff was absolutely bananas, like nuts, you know, and but it took time for me, you know what I'm saying? It took time for me to adapt to what was going on, man. You know, I got cool with my boy Lead Farmer, and I learned a lot from all the people in the community, and I still continue to learn. And I'm not by any means a prepper, but I got a lot more knowledge than I had before, and I think you guys will be able to take a lot away from it.
All right, there we go. I got you. I got the link.
Yeah,
I had that.
Brazilian dad, it's rough, bro. It's
Look,
rough. It's
Demetrius.
rough for gun owners in Illinois right now. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We got the
I
link
got the
out
link.
there.
Yeah, I got it out there
So
for
look,
him.
we got the link out there for Q Party 3. Q Party 3, that's Jay the Shooter's event that he does every year. And it's wild. Like they be wilding out there, man. So um, if you guys are interested in going, you can go and learn about it, read about
You
it.
see?
Go follow him on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and you'll see a lot more, man. They got like a helicopter. He got a lot of shit going on. It's too much for me to talk about. We're gonna have to have him on the show at some point before Pew Party. That way he can tell you better than I can. Because I'll be the lied on him. I'll be to tell you the wrong location, everything, man. I'm old, so don't trust me. But just know that it's gonna be dope. All right, man. Listen, we got a special guest tonight. A lot of you guys might not know him. A lot of you guys might know him. All right, he's a regular around these parts. Okay, I consider him a friend of mine. I'm actually a fan of his, and I consider him a friend of mine. And he like family to me. Is my buddy because we say buddy a certain way. It's not the regular buddy. It's a way that a specific way that we have as we say it. And he's a cool dude, man. He's literally the wildest white dude I know. I can say
Thank
that
you.
confidently. I can say that confidently. I mean, he's a cool guy. Why I put white in there, I don't know, but it's just accurate. But he's wild, all right. But he's very smart, very cool. Give you the shirt off his back, man. Real good dude, man. So I'm gonna bring my boy Jason Ewing in here because he's our guest tonight, and we're gonna talk some prepping stuff. All right. Is that cool with you, Zach?
I'm good, man. Yeah.
Are you prepared? You got your vest and everything on? You good? All right. No, you crazy, man. I'm just yo.
Yo, what up,
Howdy,
man?
everybody.
Hey, what's
Much
up, big
love,
dog?
fam.
Ain't nothing, man. You done came a long way with your internet, man. I remember we used to bring you on here and we say something, and it'll be the next episode before you respond.
Had to drop the bag, man. Had to drop
My
the
man,
bag on it.
You got it. You got it, man. Hey, brother, I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you for coming through. And we want to talk. We want to talk all that good prepping stuff, man. The problem I'm having tonight, and I want to apologize to everybody, is that I'm gonna have to get up out of here. I got a heavy weekend and next week coming up, and I got a lot of stuff to get prepared. So I'm gonna be listening. I will be listening 100%. But Zach, you a prepper. Matter of fact, let me get my life together. How about this? That looks a lot better. We put the link out there. If anybody else want to join in with the fellas, But I'm gonna let y'all take over, man. You know, and
All right.
and because if I start talking about prepping, I'm gonna make up something.
RGG, you gotta watch the show though afterward.
No, I'm actually gonna be listening, so I'll be paying attention.
Okay.
I just won't
All
be
right.
watching,
All right.
but I'll be
Because you
listening.
need to learn too.
Yeah, you're right.
No
You're
skipping
right.
class.
You know, I never argue with people when they right, man. You tell me the truth.
when you
I
when you get
refuse to
moved,
argue
we're
with
gonna get you right, brother.
you. Hey, Big
What
Riz
up,
say he got a
Sophie?
ton of questions out there, so I want to make
Okay.
sure. I'm sure Shannon, somebody be watching the chat. Put the questions up there, but I'll definitely be listening, y'all, for real, man. But I gotta check out, man. I want to say what's up to everybody. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Make sure y'all stay in here, support my guys. I'll be listening. But brother, you got this? Y'all good?
Yeah, we good, man.
I'm the prepping pimp.
He the fucking pimp.
Who wants to touch me now? Buck.
First time I heard that one. You got it. That's my man. All right, man. You brothers take it easy, man. I'll holler at
All
you.
right, man.
Much love, fam.
All right. Cool.
What's good, Zach?
What up, Murphy? What's going on, bro? What's up, man?
Oh man, just chilling. Had a snow day, so got everything organized. Everything's looking good, and I just want to run y'all through some things.
All right. Y'all had a lot of snow up there?
Not a lot, but it doesn't take much to shut this place down. They don't got no plows. They don't do any salting. It is what it is. And then a lot of people from here don't know how to drive in it.
Plus, there's a layer of ice underneath the snow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I don't
like a
like
skating
that.
rink.
Lots of hills.
It's too damn cold here right now. We ain't got a lot of snow and no ice, but it's too cold. I can't. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. It's actually warming up here, but it's still cold enough for snow. So I don't know if we're out of the woods yet.
We're supposed to get back up to the 40s, so that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, we're supposed to be up in the 50s, I think, by the end of the week. But I don't know, because they said it was supposed to start warming up on Sunday night, and that didn't happen. But a lot of people with their pipes bursting and stuff, all over the place because they're not used to the temperatures. Some places aren't insulated underneath or whatever, A lot of that going on because I work in the construction business and I find out about a lot of that. I end up fixing a lot of things. So I'm not a plumber, but everything needs replaced. Water is one of the most devastating things you can run into.
Yeah, that'll mess anything up. They got,
for your flooring, your walls, everything.
It's freezing all over the country, man. I mean, even in Mississippi. I saw the brother post earlier. It's freezing in Mississippi. Something's wrong with this weather, man. Something's wrong.
Man, I'm telling you. It's kind of moody.
Yeah, for real. What up, Kenny?
Got my drink on, Zach.
Man, I'm just
in trouble.
I'm just drinking
water.
Well,
this is my first one, so you're not in too much trouble. Just a little trouble. Just the right amount. That's the way I like to keep it. Just the right amount of trouble,
Yeah, man. So what you got? What you got for the people tonight, bro?
All right, let's take a look. So one of the first things, and this is very underrated, right? Is entertainment. Okay. If shit were to hit the fan, or things go from bad to worse, however you want to dictate it, you're gonna want some kind of a way to entertain yourselves. So what I'm suggesting is definitely some card games. You definitely want to have some card games because everybody knows how to play at least a card game. I mean, you can play War at least. Maybe some Uno, maybe some Phase 10, you know what I mean? I like to have a little poker table, but I don't know if you'll be able to have that, but, depending on where you end up. But I've got these like mini game systems. These, you don't need anything to play them but a USB cord and a micro USB to plug them in and they run, and they have all the old games on them. I don't know. I get kind of nostalgic for that type of thing, like the old Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and PlayStation. They're all stored on there, so that's a really cool thing that you can do that will keep you, entertained. Some cars you could even hook this up in, you know what I mean?
How much power do they take to run? Like what kind of battery? What size battery would somebody need to get it going?
It's not a battery. You're going to need a screen to play it, like a TV or whatever. But, the way I prep, I've always got some type of power source. So, you'd be able to play a small TV screen and at least entertain some kids or yourself or, whatever. I am the kid around here,
True.
But then, after that, I think one of the most underrated things is lighting, man. You need a way to be able to light the path for yourself. No matter what happens, if the grid goes down, so on and so forth, you definitely want to have a way to light your path. So I think lighting is probably one of the most important things as well. You know, you can't do anything without light, or you can't do much.
What up, yeah?
You know, another really important thing is fuel. I mean, yeah, at some point you're going to run out of fuel, but like I've got my little buddy heater out here because it's cold out here. This is my garage, you know, this is my pole barn. You know, you can even hook that up to a propane tank rather than these small tanks like this. These small tanks work fine, but it's nice to be able to run it long term on one of these big propane tanks, and that'll keep your pipes from bursting in your house, like I was mentioning. I mean, I would always try to plan to bug in if possible. I'm set up very well here. You know, I almost have unlimited resources between the land, the animals that are on the property and in the nearby area. I mean, I don't know how long I could live, but the water's all around us. I could go fishing. I can collect mussels, you know, things of that nature. And that's the main name of the game is long-term survival, you know.
So your thing is to bug in. You only gonna leave if absolutely necessary.
I'm only gonna leave if absolutely necessary, but I think anybody that doesn't plan to have a bug out procedure is making a huge mistake because there's things that can happen beyond your control. And unless you want to watch your family die before your eyes, there's no other way sometimes if the water level starts rising.
For us, it's a little bit different because we're on an island and then there's only two ways on or off. You either take the bridge on the north end or you have to take the ferry on the south end. So if something happens, those routes are going to be blocked. So you're going to want to bug in until you can either access those routes or steal someone's boat, something to get off the island.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, you know, borrow. Borrow their boat.
Comedians. in Grand Theft Auto. So another good thing to have is a still. If you're going to bug in, I would recommend you get one of these. You don't have to get one this elaborate. This is a little bit extreme. You can get a small tabletop still that you can run, you know, underneath any burner and just turn salt water into drinking water, contaminated water into drinking water. You can still filter it. You know, I would filter it first and then run it through the still. But that's I mean, I could create enough drinking water for Shanna and I and probably the rest of my family every day, you know, for eternity. You know, and that's like I said, taking the brackish water out of the sea and turning it into something we could drink that's potable. Like I said, the little buddy heater is a great thing to have. I always store water too. I store a ton of water. A ton of water. I store a lot of food. You're going to need to eat water first. Water first. And if you're going to think long term, you're going to have some kind of filter, some type of way to make your water drinkable. You can't just take water out of any creek or whatever. There could be a rotting carcass, you know, 5 feet up the stream or 20 feet or 50 feet. That could contaminate you. You know, there could be animals using the bathroom in that water. You definitely want to purify. Another thing you could do is you could use bleach in the water. Now, I'm not telling you to drink bleach. I'm not crazy. But if you put a drop of bleach in a little bit of water, you can actually make it so you kill any type of parasites or anything in it. I'm not advocating drinking bleach. Please understand me. But it is basically the same thing as chlorine, and that's what they put in your water treatment systems.
That's what the CDC says. That they tell me drop per gallon. It's safe. It's not going to hurt.
And we're talking about, exactly, a drop per gallon. And we're not talking about, you know, doing this long term or for fun. We're talking about a severe, extreme survival situation.
Right.
I like to have a generator. You know, I like to have a good generator, some type of way to exercise. You know, Shanna actually took one on the chin and got this generator one year for Christmas. She just wanted to make sure we had power. When we didn't have power, we've had 6 or 8 generators over the years. But it's always good to have one good one. I even want to get to where I have a spare standby that I haven't even taken out of the box yet. Just in case this one fails, I'll have another one in place to start running. But we're talking about moving, so things are changing here a little bit. My supplies are actually lower than they usually are. But I keep lots of canned goods. Lots of canned goods, fruits, vitamin C, you know, stuff that's going to keep you healthy. Cream of chicken, stuff you can cook with, cream of mushroom, you know, fruit cocktail, whatever. If things were to really get bad or there was a really bad situation, I can grab this stuff and go, and it's shelf stable for a long time. Actually, this pumpkin filling is starting to get, or it's just pumpkin. It's just pumpkin. So I'm going to take this and actually make some wine out of it. because it's starting to get where it's close to the expiration, and I'll buy some more and put it in there. You know.
So you gonna make some wine?
Yeah, I like to make wine and beer, and I think that's a great skill to have if things were to go from bad to worse. First of all, I like to have me a sip every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, it's something you could barter with. You know, this is something long term. You could do something, and it's not hard. All you really need is sugar and yeast, and I just keep a pile of sugar. You know, a big pile of sugar. If I need to make wine, I make wine. If I need to make beer, I make beer. You know. You definitely want to keep lots of meats. Hey, Zach, how was that salmon, buddy?
I still got it. I ain't using that. That's I'm gonna keep that for a
keeping
little
it for the prep. That's a good move, though. That's a good piece of fish. So, you know, beef jerky, you know, canned soups, stuff you like, pack stuff you like. If you don't like stuff, I mean, it's not terrible to keep stuff you don't like either because you could use it to barter with. But kipper snacks, smoked oysters, tuna fish. Keep a ton of tuna fish, you know.
Right.
Let's see, Spam. I don't really like Spam. I've had a lot of this potted meat and stuff when I was in the Marine Corps, and it's hard for me to eat it anymore. But if it's a really bad situation and you need something in your belly, some pink salmon in a can is going to sound really appetizing to you when you're really hungry. Peanut butter. This keeps for a long time, you know. There's just a ton of things that you can keep that like I said, beef jerky, these little sausages you can get. Sometimes you get them for Christmas. People give them to you. They're just like little sausages, you know, summer sausages and stuff. Take those and put them in your prep if you don't want to eat them, especially. Because I'll tell you what, you might not want them now, but if things get real bad, you'll change your tune.
It's a conversation we were having today about stuff like that. How people have that stuff laying around the house and you don't know. You got a lot of stuff that you don't know that could be part of your prep. You just go looking through your stuff before you go buying a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and this is my extra pantry. And like I said, we're starting to use this because we're thinking about moving. So I'm starting to dwindle it down a little bit. I don't want to pack this stuff and move it. I'll buy new stuff when I get there, and we'll go through this stuff, you know. So I'm going to be flying closer to the sun than I normally would prepping. But I always keep a ton of MREs and stuff too. Right. But yeah, any kind of vegetables you got, you know, beans, tons of beans. Beans are great for prepping because they keep for a long time. You know, peas, corn. I like hominy. I don't know if y'all eat hominy, but I do.
I eat grits. I eat grits.
Yeah, I eat grits. I like shrimp and grits, though. Shrimp on my grits.
The grits are in the house.
Yeah. But we keep lots of them, too. Of course, you got to keep you got to keep some firepower around. You want to make sure you cover all those bases. We all know that.
If you gave a recommendation on water, Jason, how much water would you think would be like a good supply for someone to try to keep around?
I've probably got 60 gallons of drinkable water, and then I also collect rainwater in buckets because I could either purify that or whatever. I've probably got 100 gallons of water at least stored away. At least. And I probably got more than that. I mean, I kept water for a long time because we lose water sometimes for weeks, months. Sometimes we lose power and then there's no water because we're on a community well. So I have no way to provide a power source to that. I mean, I guess I could take my generator down there and leave it, but then I'd be running a risk with that too. So I just plan to have plenty of water. You know, we also have a hot tub. Like I've been forced to go and kind of do like a quickie wash down in that after I come home from work because, you know, the power's out and there's no water. And it's just, you know, sometimes things are bad. But so like I said, you want to keep some kind of way to exercise, even if it's just calisthenics, just doing push-ups, crunches, so on and so forth. I got a little Bowflex thing and a bike, exercise bike that I can jump on if I need to, you know, and I've got some free weights and stuff too. If I need to throw those around, that'll get me, you know, where I need to be. Because if you get lazy, if you get too sedentary, you know, your body just starts to break down. So you want to make sure you keep up. Yeah, you got to keep that physical activity up. Now, this is some of my winemaking stuff over here. I'll make wine and beer with this stuff. This is actually some wine I made. It's tasty. It's pear wine.
How hard is the process?
And I'll just talk to my friends who have pear trees and apple trees and stuff and get pears and apples from them, and I'll split the bounty with them, you know, when I make it.
How hard is that process, Jason? Making the beer and the wine?
So easy, Zach. It's so easy. Now, you can refine your technique. There's different kinds of yeast and stuff that you can add that give you different effects, different flavor profiles and stuff. You know what I mean? And you can combine different things. That's what I like about it, is just combining different things together and seeing what you come up with. You know, it's worth experimenting.
Is it like, is you just, can you use regular household equipment or anything special you got to buy, or?
All you really need, I mean, they've got like these airlocks and stuff that you buy, and you can get them online. They're just airlocks. You can get yeast. You can order that online. Sugars at your grocery store, and whatever kind of fruit you want, you know. But there's little airlocks like this. This is an airlock. And all that does is it helps it so it burps, but it keeps it so it won't get contaminated.
Okay.
And it just basically, the yeast is going to work its way off inside that container.
While it's fermenting, it has to give off the gas, I guess. That helps with that.
Yep, exactly. And so I usually do it in 5-gallon buckets, but I did some in small, you know, like jugs and stuff. And it's just a stopper and it's so easy. And some things you want to heat up. You definitely want to beat up your fruits or whatever you put in there. I mean, you can use vegetables too. You can make wine out of almost anything. You know,
really?
Or cider or beer.
Never heard of vegetable wine before. My mother sent me a whole beer making kit. She wanted me to make asparagus beer. I don't know why.
I don't know if that'd be good. It would definitely make your pee stink.
Right.
I had to get Shanna's drink. So over here, I've got some things. Now, these are pretty common sense, but people aren't thinking maybe long term with these things. Lots of targets. You know what I mean? You definitely want to have lots of targets. Here's some of my EDC items. We'll go over those in a minute. Place to clean your weapons. You know what I mean? All your cleaning gear that you need. You know, I mean, I've got more than that, but that's a good sample of, you know, some cleaning gear. You want to have lots of freaking CLP or whatever you use to clean your guns. These laser trainers are excellent. I've really adopted these into my prepping because it's nice. You could even turn the sound off entirely if you were in a bad situation and still, you know, hone your skills. Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I like it with the sound on and everything because it's more interactive. But these are great ways to train without expending your ammo, for one. Because if it gets real bad, you're not going to want to shoot your bullets if you don't have to. You know?
Right.
As well as first aid. First aid, everybody knows, or everybody should know. First aid is of the utmost importance, especially in a situation where you don't have outside help. Tourniquets, gauze, all this stuff. You can't have too much of it. You want to have as many first aid kits as you can possibly have. And these should go with you in any situation, anywhere that you're going to go. This should be as important as the food or the water, in my opinion. Because if you're bleeding out, nobody can do anything for you. You know?
Rodney. What up, y'all?
Let's go through some EDC items real quick. I always carry a couple of knives. I carry a razor knife, and this is just a Spec Ops razor knife. It's just a good razor knife. I beat the hell out of it, but that's the way anything that goes, it gets attached to me. I carry this knife as well, just in case I have to use it. I don't use it much because I typically use the razor knife. I could change the blade out and keep it sharp.
Okay.
I've got a little screwdriver with a whole assortment of bits that I carry with me pretty much everywhere I go. I can fix most things without ever going to the truck. You want to keep a nice Gerber on you. I like this one because it's got a real blunt tip. I got it at Tractor Supply, but it's got a real blunt tip. You can pull nails out of the wall with this if that's what you want to do, or tighten a bolt. If you get the needle nose ones, they're kind of more flimsy at the top, so I don't like those as much, but that's just me. You want to carry a nice flashlight. You know, I got a nice stream light here. It's just a good flashlight. I carry it every day with me everywhere I go. I carry a headlamp. I carry a headlamp with me everywhere I go. And some sunglasses, because if you've ever been in like the snow outside for a long time, it can really hurt your eyes, you know, or in the sand or anywhere like that, or where it's really bright on the water.
And the headlamp has a few different modes. So like if you're trying to get someone's attention, it has a strobe mode. It has red light mode so that you can try to stay a little bit more undetected because red light doesn't travel as far. So it's good for a few different things.
I keep one of those in my bag that I keep in the car too. Headlamp and stuff. A lot of stuff that you said, I'm like, that's stuff that I keep always.
Yeah, and
I keep bags like that in my car, my wife's car.
yeah, because if you need it, I mean, it's great to have it, and that's the thing. It's about not needing anything from the outside if you can prevent it. I mean, you'll never have it 100%. You'll never be done prepping,
Right.
and this is like 20 years into prepping probably, and I went through a divorce and everything and, pretty much had to start from scratch. But one way or the other, mentally, you're still prepping. You're still thinking about what you need, what you should have, when you need it, how you're going to apply it, And a lot of it's common sense, but it's stuff you just don't think about.
Is there a point in prepping where you should stop acquiring things?
I don't think you should stop, but you should maybe shift your focus, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not about how many things you have. It's kind of, you can use technology to your advantage. They've got these and I don't have one yet, but they're basically a big battery that you can run your whole house off of if you spend enough money on it, and you charge that battery up like in conjunction with a generator. You know what I mean? Because you could run that at night. It's got no sound, or if you had a situation where you didn't want anybody to hear that you had power. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be a whole thing, especially if you're in a populated area and you've got a generator running.
You can add extra battery. This is a generator. What's a solar power generator? That's what you're talking about. You can add
the solar power too. The solar power too, but I think you can. It's just like basically a battery bank. So, and I've looked at several of them, and I'm going to get one.
You can hook it up to your generator and your regular generator, my gas generator. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's an eco-flow. You hook it up. You can charge it from there. You can charge it from the sun. Stuff like that. It's nice. I'm still fooling around with learning.
And I think that in conjunction with a generator is like your best option.
Right. And you can expand these too. You can put extra. You can hook them up, extra batteries up to them. They're really nice.
Yeah. And I think the main thing with all this is keeping it organized so that you can get to it if things do go from bad to worse. Because say like we're here and the water level starts rising, you know what I'm saying? And we have to go. Well, I have to be able to gather up everything that I intend to take with me in just a few minutes, possibly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have like your tents, your sleeping bags, all your gear just staged and ready.
I want to ask this question. Off the bank bass player. What up, yo? So what happens is when you're doing a live stream, you can show your guns, but you can't pick them up, hold them in your hand. There's nothing wrong with showing them, but you can't hold them in your hand.
You can show them all day.
Right, you can show them as much as you want. Just can't touch them. So you must have touched them.
So, like for my bug out bag, I'm going to have an atlas so that I can tell where the hell I'm going. Lockpick kit. You got to figure out how to use it, but it's better to have it than not. I got some more playing cards here. These are like indestructible. They're plastic, actually. So, you still got to stay entertained. They're waterproof and everything. I've got all these for the local area. I've got these books. You can get these at Tractor Supply. And these tell you about edible and medicinal plants, mushrooms, and fish. It's just a quick, little list of all the things in your area. So you'd be able to research that and find out what you can eat and what you can't eat. And then I believe they have them for each region at Tractor Supply, and they're laminated so they won't get destroyed, because that's important.
I hope y'all out there taking notes. He's giving a master class on this stuff, so I hope y'all take notes. I know I am.
You want some baby wipes or some type of wipes, dude wipes, baby wipes, whatever you want to call them. You want a way to wash your ass.
Yes, you do.
Yes, wash your ass.
This is my green monster from boot camp. This has a bunch of survival skills and combat tips and stuff, so I keep that with me. You can probably find these online, I would imagine.
I was going to ask, can you get that stuff like a surplus store or something like that? Those books like the Green Monster book?
Yeah, I would assume you could. If not, I'm sure you can find it online. I've looked before. They're kind of pricey, but it's worth it to have it because basically it's a pretty tough book. I mean, we carried them in our pocket, in our cargo pocket through boot camp. Like from day one to the end, it was in our pocket. Some pepper spray. It's pink, but whatever.
Don't matter. What's inside?
This is a little Tetris game, so you can play a little bit of video game while you're, getting ready to bunk out or whatever. You might want to stay entertained. Sterno, this stuff will save your life. if you are at your minimal stage in prepping, get 6 or 8 cans of this Sterno. If you go and light these inside of a room, they will bring the temperature up like 10 degrees. Especially if you have a couple warm bodies in there that are breathing, and how warm just gets an ambient heat when there's people in it. With this, you could bring your temperature up to where you're not going to die. You know what I mean? Even just burning this little can, and you can cook on it. So I recommend this stuff.
How about the flameless ones, Jason? Can you use those too? The ones that you put in water that generate heat? Can you use those? Like there's flameless Sterno that generates heat when you use water. They use some sort of chemical reaction, like in the MREs. The old school MREs that you put the water in. And
I've used the MRE heaters. I've never used what you're talking about, I don't believe. But I mean, the MRE heaters are great. That's why I recommend those for bugging out.
It's the same concept as what they use inside the MRE, except it's a little bit bigger. Because like if you had an event where you can't flame, you can use that to keep your stuff warm, and it actually gives off heat. You just use water. It's whatever the chemical thing is. I forget what it's called, but whatever the chemical reaction is, it's the same reaction that they use in the MREs to make the heat, so you can heat stuff up.
I'm gonna have to check into that. You're actually teaching me something. I'm not surprised.
I was thinking about. Those are some of the things because you need a little water for it. You don't need any fire, because like I understand the whole concept of the being warm. Because like in my car, there's a bag that I have that I keep like little tea lights in. Because you get a couple tea lights going, and you're sitting inside a car, you can raise the temperature up inside the car. People don't understand raising the temperature 1 degree can save your life.
Really can, and it really makes a difference. I mean, especially when you get down low. I mean, think about the difference. Right now, we're feeling much colder temperatures than we usually do. And how uncomfortable are you when you step out in it? You know what I mean? At least most of us. I mean, we've got snow everywhere today. I keep quite a few devices that you can charge off of. Like this is a speaker. In fact, Shanna brought one to I got one for Christmas. Shanna got me one. But she has one of these too. And you can actually charge your phone and stuff from this. So this is handy too. And not just your phone, but other devices. You could power them off of this or charge them with it. It's just a great thing to have.
I got some bigger ones that you can charge your laptop and stuff like that. I keep a ton of those too. I keep a ton of those travel bigger ones, smaller ones. I keep a whole lot of those. We always have something electronic nowadays. You gotta have something.
Yeah, a way to charge it, right? I mean, some of our flashlights and stuff even run off of battery power, and not rechargeable batteries. How about some fire starters? You definitely want some fire starters. Lighters. Have a variety of fire starters with your kit. You want to have matches, you want to have lighters, you want to have a variety of options to be able to start a fire.
Big Riz, I mean, I keep battery operated lanterns too. I got lanterns you can light with a fire, and I got lanterns you can light with some battery power. So I keep having a different variety is really good. I think it is having
and I mean, you can always trade the stuff off if things are really bad. This stuff's all going to be invaluable all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be worried about watches and shoes.
Nope.
It's going to change real quick.
Yep, facts. But yeah, it's just getting prepared to your level. Like Jason said, he's been doing this for 20 years, and I haven't been doing it as long as him. But it's just you start off slow. You get a few things here, you get a few things there. Like I got an old school meat grinder. Who knows when I'm gonna need that? I might have to kill something and go grind up some meat, make some burgers. I don't know, but I keep it just in case. I got it. That's part of my prep.
Yeah, I got that. It's not a bad idea. In fact, I don't have that. I'd have to mince it or something. But I mean, you're gonna find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. I mean, and I don't want you for people to think like who Ryan say he's way behind the 8 ball. Just start, bro. You got to start from somewhere.
Yeah. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
Start with the cans. Right. Start with extra canned goods and water and things like that. And then you work up to the bigger stuff, like I said. And I basically had to start over again, but I already knew what direction I was headed. And there's still a million things that I know that I need to get, and we'll go through those over time. But this is where you get started. That's, this is beyond getting started, but where you get started is with the cans, the water, the simple stuff, the first aid, I mean, hopefully you've already got your guns, because if it really is bad, you're probably going to need them, just to defend your and protect yourself.
What you think about what kind of comms you guys running, Jason?
So that's something I actually need to work on. But I do have the Baofeng radios for Shannon and I both.
That's what I keep too.
which I think those are a great option, but I need to go for something longer distance. And I've looked at kits. It looks like I'm probably going to be $800 to $1,000 into it at least, as far as comms, which isn't unreasonable. I mean, there's other things that I've bought here that are well beyond that, but that's something I need to do. I need to step out and get that type of communication.
Well, here's the thing. There's you can find out where all the relay points are, even in your area. And now you're not supposed to do it with those Baofeng radios, but in emergency, I don't give a fuck. If I need to bounce off them relays in order to reach out somewhere and say, "Hey, I'm here," that's what I'm gonna do. Because those little Baofengs, you can do that with those. You can
I was a radio operator in the Marine Corps too, so I learned a lot there, and ways to build antennas and things like that. So there's ways you can just build antennas out of raw wire. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you could extend your signal quite a way, I'm sure. But I want to start with something with a higher power off the bat.
Like I wish Parrot's Eye was here. Parrot's Eye does that stuff because he talks about skipping the signal up for the atmosphere and all type of stuff. He does all that stuff.
Yeah, there's some tricky stuff like over water. You can send the signal a lot farther. There's certain environments where you can really send it out, especially if you get elevation. So
what up, Joe? Idaho Inside, yeah. I'm gonna drop the link in. I'm gonna drop the link in the field. Letting Jason, run through his. He has a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff to learn from him. Moon Mountain, I know you do that either, Joe.
So another thing, like I said, you got to keep everything staged. You want to keep everything where you can get to it. All my camping gear is right here. You got a good pan, all that.
Turn around.
There's I keep a percolator because if you ever had your power go out and you can't have your coffee, that's kind of a bummer, especially if it's really cold out.
Gotta have my coffee.
And you remember that song? It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Damn it. Damn it, Jason.
You got like a stove, this runs off those little canisters, or I could run it off of one of the large canisters too with that adapter that I've got.
Yeah, I keep those and rocket stoves and stuff like that.
Cots, because if you get off the ground, especially times like this, it's a big help to get off the ground. It keeps you warmer, The sleeping bags are right here, all that stuff. Lots of cutting implements.
That's right.
You want to have lots of ways to cut whatever you need to cut. I keep a military e-shovel, like an e-tool. It's just a folding shovel. These are great to have too. I picked this up on the way back from the meetup. But keep one of those. A little axe, a little hatchet. Just lots of knives. Plenty of things to cut with. You always want to have that. I like vehicle. If you're gonna take your vehicle and prep, you want to keep like jumper cables. You want to keep this is like a little compressor. It's kind of janky, but it might be able to get you to your next destination and save your butt. You can get those cans of Fix-A-Flat too. They're nasty because when you're going to take the tire off, it's gross. But
it'll keep you going if you got something going on with your tire.
Especially if it's bad conditions. This thing's a little jump starter for your vehicle. You can get these in all different kind of varieties, but you can actually jump your vehicle with this or use it for a power source. It's just a power bank too. You can plug things into it and charge them or whatever. It's also a light, and so is this one. You can use it for an emergency situation and use it for an emergency flasher so you don't get ran over.
Right.
You want to have that stuff. This is something new that I've added. BB guns. Like I was saying, if you're going to train and you're in a bad situation, you don't necessarily want to leave that big footprint. People can hear a gun go off from a mile away. Maybe further, depending on the gun. I know that 338 Lapua, you'd probably hear it from 10 miles.
Right.
But BB guns. We've got a couple pistols, and I got this. This thing's great. It's full auto too. You can select fire with it and everything. So that's really cool. I haven't even used it yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is that the Crossman one that goes full auto?
Yep, it's the Crossman. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just a BB gun, but it's a lot of fun. I'm assuming. Like I said, I haven't broke it out yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I know it is. So
what up, Maurice?
Here. Could I jump off for a minute, Zach, and then could you drop the link and I'll pop in on my computer because I'm going to let Shannon go inside. It's a little bit cold out here.
Hence the bumpy camera.
Okay. Once I warm up, girl, don't get there freezing.
I got a few other things we can talk about, but yeah, I'll just pop out and pop back in.
All right, man. Cool.
All right, appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Yeah, yo. So who I see out there? I saw was asking. I'm gonna drop the link for you, Idaho, so you can come through, man. Hold on. Anybody has something that they want to add? They got something they want to say? You know, want to link the conversation? Drop the link out there. Come on through. You know, welcome to come through and chop it up. Come chop it up with your boy, with your boys. I dropped that link out there. Yeah, but like I was saying, because what ends up happening is it can get like pretty overwhelming because there's so much stuff. But I mean, Jason's been doing that now for 20 years. I've been doing it now maybe for what is going on 15 maybe. And I started off really slow, and then you just start, you start building up, grabbing as much as you can. It was funny, we were having this conversation about when is there a time to where, you may have too much or you be getting too much stuff. And I think what happens is you start to like focus, because at first I was just grabbing a bunch of different things and, we didn't really know until I started to focus on what it is I needed to get. Hold on, we got somebody knocking at the door. Yo, what up, bro? Can you hear me? Idaho, can you hear me, bro?
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on, man?
Yeah, can you hear me? No, yes, no?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, there's a good little delay there.
All right. What's going on, man? So you want to lend to the conversation? What's up?
It must be my internet.
Yeah, you got a big delay, bro.
Yeah, no, I dig your channel, man. I found you through a regular gun guy some time back. So just wanted to say, big fan, first time caller. Yeah, sorry. I'll keep it short then. Just to add on to what the other guy was saying, the Bowfangs are good. And, obviously you need a license to run ham, but they're good for an emergency. And you can bounce them off repeaters in an emergency situation. So
right.
And then to touch on survival gear, I know that a lot of people, even myself, prefer to buy local and try not to buy anything from overseas. But Temu, Wish, for people on a actual legit type budget, there's a lot of gear you can get off there. I've gotten medical gear such as sutures and tourniquets, things of that nature, water purifiers, thing like that. You could even get the Bowfangs. I didn't get this one off of there, but you can get them. So I just wanted to add that to it. I even got night vision.
Okay.
Temu special.
You got that off Temu?
So yeah, I just wanted to add that to it, and I appreciate it. I got such a bad delay. I don't want to hold you up on here, but I appreciate it. Let me come on for a minute.
Man, no problem.
The night vision here.
Yeah.
Like this was about $35. It's pretty decent. I have a little mount there for putting it on the tripod and stuff. I use it for I'll put it up at the window so I can see out over the property and stuff. And for $35, you can't beat it. You have built-in IR light and all that. So
just
like I said, just if anybody's on a real budget, Temu. I know I hate to say it and promote that junk, but
ain't nothing wrong with Temu, man. You can find gyms everywhere. Nothing wrong with Temu. You can find, and I'm gonna go get them. I'm gonna go find that night vision now on Temu. I'm gonna find it later on tonight.
You got it. I'll pull up the link and drop it in the chat, man.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Cool. I appreciate it, man. I got this bad delay, so I'm gonna dip out. But thanks for letting me in, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Have a good night.
You too. Oh no! What up, man?
Cuzzo, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. Just waiting to get to this meetup, man. Hurry the fuck
me
up.
Too. Hold on, let me speak. Tactical Tina. I mean, you say in terms of clip notes, start off with. I always start off with some water, some canned goods, and some medical supplies. Those are the three things that I say you start off with, and then build from there. Because you can get stuff already, so you got to worry about purifying it and stuff like that. That's where I started at. I started out getting water, canned goods. Then I moved into learning how to can myself, and then moving into all the other various equipment and stuff. It was just a slow build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slow build.
Mm-hmm. Yo, for real, man. How y'all doing, man? How everybody?
We good. Y'all cold out there?
Yo, it's so much snow out here. You know, I live up in the mountain, so I was talking to people that live closer to DC, and they like, yo, the snow cleared up here. I still got a foot of snow outside, bro.
we that's the what we ain't get. We got a lot of cold, but we ain't get a lot of snow. We got a whole lot of cold, not a lot of snow,
bro. It's like 17 degrees or something. I don't know how cold it is out there. It's freezing.
It was 6 degrees when I came upstairs.
Yeah, it's cold as I don't know what. But I just wanted to chime in on, watching Jason doing his thing, and
man,
now all the toys, and I wanted to chime in. I like your little generator, your EcoFlow.
Yeah, man, it's pretty nice. I'm still fooling around with it. I'm gonna add to it too. You can add 2 bigger batteries to it, so it'll end up being about 6,000 plus or something. Right now it's at 2048. When I build it out, it's gonna be over 6,000. You can run. Yeah, you can do a lot with that. And I'm with that. I'm gonna get some more, and I got my gas generator out in the garage too.
Yeah, I like those EcoFlow and the Gold Zero. The Gold Zero a little bit more expensive, but I like those too. I like those joints. The only thing, they work real good with the regular generator. Like when we used to be out in the world, we used to just run the regular generator, and during the day, like when all the other equipment is, to charge those up and then shut the generator down and just get through the night.
Ask you, man, because you do a lot of construction and stuff, so you be on construction sites and stuff.
Yeah,
what small gas powered generator would you like sort of get, like have a recommendation for me? Like a small quiet gas powered generator.
Quiet is the compromise. Okay. You know what I mean? And quiet is where you're going to pay for your cost. So the quietest the more quieter generators are going to be inverter generators.
Okay.
And those costs are a little bit premium, but I guess I don't go to Harbor Freight, right?
I know you don't.
I heard good things about the Harbor Freight inverter generator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the Predator. I think their series is the Predator series. That's what they have, the Predators.
I don't know what the hell it's called because I don't go in that store like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's called, but it's not the regular generator. It's the one that's inverted generator. It's smaller and it's quieter. And I heard they got like they got like a 9K generator. For one, you ain't gonna run your whole house on a daggone regular generator unless you pumping like between 10K, and those are the bigger ones, like 10 kilowatts.
That's like real deal. They really got running the house on.
Yeah, but they sell them. They sell them, I know, but they're louder. And I think Harbor Freight runs an inverter generator that's 9K. So yeah, but those are quiet. Those are way, way, way more quieter. You know, but we run like a 7K Honda joint that it's an inverter generator. And the good thing about getting an inverter generator is it's quiet. But when you're charging those batteries, it has the inverter generator just means that it just it's quiet. Like, your surge protector on to get you plugged into your TV. I hope you don't plug your TV into the wall correctly.
No. Surge protector everything.
Yeah. So an inverter generator basically quiets the noise. The inverter generator quiets the noise. And when you're charging batteries or stuff that's running off DC, like your computer or your TV or something like that, you want it steady. You want it to be quiet, not the loud noise, but the electronic frequency, you want it to be smooth. The electronic phase, you want it to be smooth.
Is that where that term, like when they say, they say that pure sine wave or whatever? Like it's
pure
that
shine.
that cool,
pure shine. Right.
Okay.
So you want it to be pure. The regular generator is not going to make it pure because it's fucking spinning in a way that is just rattling. And the whole vibration that you hear, all electricity is, let me honest, all electricity is a fucking wire and a magnet. If you get a wire and a daggone magnet and you can turn the poles, you can make electricity.
Okay.
You can make, and that's one of the things in the prep. And I wanted to add on was that I know everybody be bombing Olight, all these rechargeable batteries that be blowing up, but you're going to want to have electricity. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would recommend that people would get rechargeable batteries. They're not as powerful. They don't last as long, but you can if you can figure out a way to charge it.
Right.
Always going to have light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And batteries are getting better, so you can charge it up more. And you got a rechargeable phone. You know, we got rechargeable phones and they last good enough, you know. So yeah, just rechargeable batteries. But you can electricity, try wind generators. A wind generator is, they probably on Amazon for some cheap ones, like $200 or something like that. Wind generators are better than solar. Solar is kind of like a little bit of a scam because with the solar, you only get in like 20 to 25% of the power. So if you buy a panel from Harbor Freight, say for instance, and Harbor Freight had 100 watt panel, right? You put that panel up in the sun, you're only going to get 20% of that. So you're only going to get 20 watts. When your computer and your cell phone and whatever else you need to charge up is going to draw more. Your cell phone by itself is going to be 5 watts. You see what I'm saying? So if you just got that 100 watt panel, you're going to charge your cell phone like one time and you can't charge your batteries. So, but a wind generator will generate probably about 75%. So if you get 100, just an example, 100 watt wind generator that's spinning, and the wind spin day and night, you know what I mean? You're going to get 75 watts out of that. So you could charge your cell phone.
I never heard anybody talk about the wireless. Oh, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. What up, man?
Chilling, buddy.
I'm learning about electricity.
Yeah.
You
can't
just generate power, bro. Yo, Thomas Edison did not invent electricity, bro. That shit.
Armel, how many times you been zapped?
He just caught it. He just caught electricity. He didn't invent it. He just caught it.
Yeah. Benjamin Franklin didn't make electricity, man. This shit been here since the universe, bro.
Yeah, they just found a way to harness it. They didn't make it.
Yeah,
they had those batteries though too. The Egyptians had batteries that they made, man, with vinegar and yeah.
Batteries and capacitors, you know what I mean? That's just a storage for electricity.
Yeah.
So, but we got our batteries, you know what I mean? Like I said, I would recommend rechargeable stuff. Even though it's not strong or doesn't last, you can recharge it. Ain't no going to the store doing, when things fall apart to find fucking batteries for your fucking Surefire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to have extra batteries.
Yeah, but you can have extra rechargeable ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, have all the batteries you can have, man.
I keep regulars and rechargeables. I keep both.
All of it. Don't deny any of it, man. Keep all the,
I ain't no extra weight, no extra thing. I like rechargeable batteries. They not as powerful, you know what I mean? But I like rechargeable.
I keep everything, man.
Yeah. I keep the rechargeables. I bought a dollar store battery so I can keep a whole ton of them. All that.
Hey, I didn't even know. I got the biggest prep item that I didn't even know I needed until I watched that Obama movie, man.
What's that?
Friends.
I got the Friends, man. I got the whole complete Friends thing, man. You know what I mean?
For like $20 at the thrift store.
Yeah, I found that at the thrift store for like $20, man.
What you think about
in the apocalypse? Hit me up.
I wouldn't buy it if it was $3, man. I ain't buying no Friends.
I thought it was funny, so it was worth 16 to me.
What do you think about the Obama movie?
Yeah, somebody will watch.
I got through it. I got through part of it. I didn't finish watching it. I thought it was interesting. You got to watch a lot of symbolism. Because I was watching the live that Led did. So I was watching it with them. I had to go back and rewatch it because I was in the conversation and everything. So, I mean, it's
something to watch. If things were really bad, I mean, I keep a ton of movies, man. Just anything, I just at thrift stores and stuff, I grab them because if everything shuts down, you're not going to be watching the internet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Plus our power and cable goes out.
Our power and cable goes out all the time, sometimes for weeks at a time. So if you got movies, at least you can watch something.
I got tons of DVDs and Blu-rays and crap.
Yeah, I was buying them on the way back. I bought like the Friday trilogy. You know what I mean? When I was coming back from Georgia. So, I just think it's a really good thing to have, you know what I mean? Some entertainment and even CDs. I keep all my old CDs, man. We got my CDs and Shanna's CDs, I mean, it's limited, but I got my Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? And all that. So that's really good. You know what I'm saying? My ODB.
We keep a bunch of stuff like that too. We got CDs and movies and all that. Because my wife would probably have me to throw them away, but I like to have that stuff because you never know.
That's part of the prep, man.
I got books, bro. I got lots and lots of books, bro.
Books too, yeah, hell yeah. And books that teach
That's
you things. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of books
I get
too.
these all the time. Just books on anything, man. How to make wine. You know what I mean? Drink guide.
I gotta interrupt though. Someone asked if Jason had crayons in his bug out bag. He's got all the crayons in his bug out bag.
He's a Marine. He doesn't have crayons.
That's a food group.
He's gonna have crayons. That's right.
You gotta have all the crayons.
Like books on architecture. You know what I mean? Mason bees. I don't know anything about bees, but if shit hits the fan, I'm probably gonna have to learn about bees, man. The birds and the bees. I'll finally learn it. You know what I mean? How to brew. You know what I mean? Make beer, wine making. Just grab these at thrift stores, man. I pay like sometimes $1 for a book. You know what I mean? They could teach you how to do something that could actually save your life or put you in a position where you could make an income, even in the worst of scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another thing, Jason, you brought up the little card about the environment.
Yeah.
They have cards. They have like those cheat cards. They sell on Amazon, maybe like $4 or $5. I don't have them down here, but they're like this, just like those cheat cards, like this. This is building code shit, but this is the quick cheat sheets. You know what I mean? I got the school shits, bro. I swear.
Yeah. Tractor Supply, man. They got them. They're laminated and everything for you, so you're not going to destroy them. Just throw them in your bug out bag.
Just throw them in it. A lot of. If you don't have books, sometimes you just need a quick reference on how to build a tent or how to make camping shit. Just you don't need to bring the whole goddamn book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This stuff has enough. These things have enough information. It's like the what they call it, quick notes.
Cliff notes.
Yeah.
Cliff notes.
When
you don't want to read the whole book, you get
get these. That's what these are. You know what I mean? Those, and they got them for pretty much everything, like $5, $6 on Amazon. Anything you can imagine.
And if you can't look it up on the internet because the internet's crashed or whatever, the power's out, whatever the case may be, you're going to need a way to reference things. You know what I mean? You're going to need a way to live off the land. It's going to be super important.
You're not going to remember everything.
No, you can't. You can't.
That's why we got the
you can't carry the books with you all the time. You know what I mean? Quick notes, how to make a fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quick shit. Quick, make a tent.
They make them
Our
for
tent goes up
electrical
in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I want a tent that I can like unhook and just throw it out there and things, throw it into the air and just open up.
All
one of those.
That's what ours did. It's a Coleman, I think.
Yeah, all you do is just raise it up and it clicks into place. And then when you go to release it, you just hit the button and it pops down. I mean, it's so easy. It really is like 3 minutes. I got a video on it if you check out the channel.
I will check it out.
I want one of them inflatable, man.
Yeah.
That you just pump it up real quick.
That's the thing. I don't want to have to pump up anything. I want to take off a hook or take off a strap and throw it up and it's ready to go.
But those
So
are two
I
damn
put-
ones I seen.
They got
That's
some.
pretty
They
much
got
how
some
this
bigger
one is.
ones. They got some
Mhm.
bigger ones. I found some bigger ones because I wanted something that was at least 6 foot, and I found some taller ones that do that. Mel, you could just take
This
it,
one is.
unhook it, and throw it out there.
Jason, that tent looked like it was kicking your ass in the video, bro.
Nah, it's just uneven ground and it's crooked eye.
I just
tent
can't
was
read the
kicking your
damn
ass.
instructions anymore.
He didn't bring his glasses.
Yeah, I gotta wear glasses when I read instructions now. It's terrible.
That tent was kicking
I'm
your
hella
ass, man.
old.
Like, yeah.
Yo,
I seen it. I seen the video. But
Hey,
yeah, check out that video on Jason's channel, man.
So something easy, something because I ain't want to spend a whole ton of time putting a tent together. Most people probably not gonna want it. So if you can find something that's easy but sturdy and is real good, get it. Like you say, you just grab it, pull it up, and pop everything in place.
Sometimes
like
you
that.
show. Have you ever tried to put a tent up in the dark?
No.
Bro,
Right.
that's like almost impossible, man. Like putting a tent up in the dark, even a simple tent. It's like, where the hell's this piece? Where the hell's that piece?
That's
One
why you
guy's
got
on the flashlight.
That's what you got headlamps for.
Yeah, but it's still rough, man.
Yeah,
Especially
I
if you're
get
out
that.
in the shit. If you're out in the jungle or wherever you may be. There's
What if
rocks.
the worst
and
is in the
snakes
rain, bro?
and scorpions and shit.
The worst shit is
Sky
for a tent
Lodge.
in the rain.
The Coleman
tent in
Sky
the rain
Lodge is the
It's
easy
like the
put up
worst
tent.
shit ever.
Sorry, Arnold.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Hannah?
The Coleman Sky Lodge. That's the name of the
Mhm.
tent that we have that goes up really easy.
The
They
Coleman
make like a
Skyline.
4-person, a 6-person, and an 8-person.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Putting a tent up in the rain is the worst shit, bro.
Yeah. And that's the only thing with this one. You have to put the rain cover on, obviously. So that would be like the longest thing with putting it up, honestly, is figuring out how the rain cover goes on. But, just getting your direction right or whatever.
I'm gonna try to find that Temu night vision so I can put that out here. See if I can find
The
that.
night vision, you can't, those night vision with the digital, they're good, right? But you can't move around. It's more for stationary setup.
Okay.
It's kind of looking at TV. Like the camera just stay like your security camera at home. When the lights go out, it's exactly like that. But it's just for
So let me
scanning.
ask you. Let me ask you because I know you guys. I'm not really into the night vision stuff, but something like that is valuable to have, though, even if it's
Yes.
not like the super expensive stuff.
Right, absolutely. But like I said, it's for non-movement, like stationary stuff. It should be fine.
Okay.
It's like
I
your
want to get
security
on night
camera.
vision, but that's a hell of an investment. So I'm
It's like
still
a
working on
security
that.
camera. As long as you're staying still, as long as you're staying in one place, you're fine. But don't move around. Don't move your head. Just look through it.
You can't move.
You motherfucker. You fall out from delirium from moving your head with them things. But just like look at it like you're looking at a TV or a camera. It should be dope.
Your last 3 links didn't do anything, Zach.
Yeah, it put it in as 3 different links. That's one link. One link.
Oh, you
I'm trying to
Hey, are y'all getting excited to go to the RGAs?
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Are you going, Armel?
What do you think? I'm always there. I only
You better
miss
be
one
there.
person.
I'm gonna be there. You got to hang out with your homie. You know what I mean? You too, Zach.
Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you from the airport, man.
Yeah. Zach's gonna scoop us up. This is the dopest YouTube ever in the world award that I won at the RGAs last year.
The dopest YouTuber in the world. The
dopest, illest, most sickest YouTuber ever.
Hey, Santa.
I got the right link. I got the right link for the night vision. I got the right link out there. You can go click on that second link that I put out there. Yeah, that's for the night vision. I found it because I'm gonna get my hands on these. I'm gonna get these.
Hey, this is a signed 50 cal round from Ultimate Shooter's Choice
From the meetup.
from the meetup because he was right next to me blasting the 50, and I had him sign it, and I took it with me.
Nice.
Yeah. He's down here.
Check this out. This is OG $2 on a steel case 762. I got that. I keep that in the safe too.
These are things you gonna be in Vegas on Monday?
No.
What's up?
Ain't gonna be able to make it this time.
No, okay.
You ain't gonna be able to make it this time.
So we ain't going.
Yeah, We want to go next year though, hopefully.
I wanted to go this year, but it wasn't possible for me to do it this time. But I'm preparing. I'm preparing for next year already.
This is my room key holder from the meetup.
You kept it.
I cherish this, man.
Because Yoki was our
yo,
next door neighbor,
yo,
he was
you
so
better
happy about
save your credit card.
Bro, the right next door, right? Yoki Stirrup, right? Across the hall, 2A in LA. You know what I'm saying? Right down the hall, Armel. You know what I mean? We were just raging. You know what I mean? I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. I'm keeping this.
Y'all gonna have we're gonna have a good time. It's like, hey, what up, kid? We're gonna have just like Thomasville. That we're gonna have a great time, man. I'm looking forward.
This right here is the picture that Alex drew of me. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Nah, we can't see it.
It's washed out.
I got a picture that Alex drew of me when we were sitting there messing around before the meetup started.
So Kia, those are night vision. Those are night vision binoculars, Kia. The gentleman that was in here, Idaho, he uses them. So I'm gonna check them out. It's $40. What up, y'all? I got Chicago brother here, Big Ed. What up, Big Ed?
Hey,
can you hear us?
What's up, buddy?
Big Ed.
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Hey. All right, man. No, I just wanted to chime in real quick. Something I did one time before, especially in an urban situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a penny can burner. Jason, you might know what that is, where you're basically using like 2 beer cans or 2 soda cans.
Mm-hmm.
You cut it. You cut both of them down the middle. You want to use the bottom half of both cans.
Okay.
In one half, you poke a couple of holes, 3 holes in the top, and a few holes around the side. You want to cut them maybe about an inch or so, inch and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom half of one, you can put some kind of absorbent material, cotton cloth, or people have used insulation, like housing insulation. And then you pour in a little isopropyl alcohol and put the other half on top, the half with the holes.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you just light it. And basically what it does is become like a steno burner if you don't happen to have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps. And I mentioned because like in an urban situation, you're going to find all that stuff. I mean, that's going to be laying around anywhere. You're going to be except the alcohol, that you might have to get at a store or if you have some from your home or something. But that's basically it. So
I'm looking down in the chat, Joe. So you can use a roll of toilet paper to do that too.
I seen that before. I was back in the days. I was down south, and like deep down south, I was down in Mississippi. They don't have heat in their damn house. Like furnaces in the older houses back in the days, they didn't have furnaces because it didn't get real cold or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm long story. Anyway, I was like, damn, it's cold. It was a cold day. It was like 30 degrees down there. And she just lit up a damn can, like a big ass soup can. You know what I mean? Put some cotton and shit in there, put some alcohol, and that shit heated up the whole damn house.
Have you seen those rocket heaters people make too? Where it's
You
like
see the ones that they sell in the store, them shit's like $200.
I don't.
Yeah, but you can make one yourself too.
Yeah, you can. You can make those yourself.
Yeah. You see how much it costs in a sporting goods store?
It was like,
I haven't seen them in the sporting goods store.
They had
that. They're not cheap.
They had one for under $200 at Costco a couple months ago. They had one. It was the name brand one too. It's under $200. Real good buy, real good price.
Yeah, I'm like seriously, I'm more into electric heating because I can't. Fuel becomes in my particular situation, scavenging for fuel becomes a liability of a more risk that I have to take. You know what I'm saying? So I was like thinking about different ways that I can generate power without having to get with surrounding things, wood or whatever. You know, whether it's a wind generator or a Stirling generator or whatever. I can't
Yeah,
rely
but
on
like a stream,
fossil
you can
fuels.
do water power generator too, like a hydroelectric
That as
type.
well, like a hydraulic, like hydropower generators. Different ways that I could generate electricity. Because if I could generate electricity, I could create heat. You know what I mean? Because I can't leave to go, in my situation, I can't leave to go run out of gas and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to.
But you got to have a way to bug out, Armel. You got to have a way.
Yeah. I ain't going no fucking where. Holy damn, die on
You
mine.
gotta be prepared in case you have to go somewhere, Armel.
Right.
Yo, where am I going? Look, people who bug
Come
out.
see us. I don't know, something, anything. Go see Zach.
We'll be closer by that point.
Yeah,
we'll be closer.
Right?
You got to. If you
bug
got to
out.
go,
I would think
go.
that-
You don't want to just watch your family perish.
If the
They go
shit
to
hits the
Highland. I live
fan,
on the fucking mountain. I live on the mountain, bro.
That's
They
fine.
go to the
Go in the
Highland.
mountains, but you still got to have a tent. You still got to have
I got
a
a
cooking
tent here.
source.
All right, Tactical Tina. Come get mine too.
I'm surrounded by farms, bro. I ain't going no damn where.
Well, you don't have to go far necessarily, but sometimes you have to leave where you're immediately at. Sometimes it's out of your control.
Why? You know? Like what?
Like if the water starts rising and you're gonna die because there ain't nowhere to stand no more.
Not everyone's as close to the water as we are, my dear.
I mean, ultimately, the whole shit could sink. You don't know.
This is what happened. Got the river right here, the Potomac River, right? Within a couple of miles, it's a goddamn waterfall. So if the water rises, it's going to drop. You know what I mean? So that's something. You know, I don't know the scenario. Usually go for high.
What if? Okay, so what if there's a nuclear attack
already?
What if there's a nuclear attack, right? And it's 100 miles to the south of you, and that nuclear fucking cloud is coming your way, and you know that. Or it hasn't even maybe struck yet. Maybe you've got a lead. Maybe you know it's coming in the next hour.
Mount Weather 3 miles.
Or you're gonna watch your face melt. You know what I'm saying?
3 miles away, right? Mount Weather's 3 miles away, and I like to think I got some skills or something to trade to get in. 3 miles away, the most secure facility on the planet Earth.
You better have your in before you go, man.
I can walk there.
You better have your key card, bro. You got to know the secret password, or you better make one up on your way there.
I already know how to get in. That's not a common place, but that's a whole different story. I'll that.
Big Ed, what you gonna say?
It's a lot easier for you guys, especially if you're in a rural area, because if, in my opinion, if the shit hits the fan, it's most likely going to start in an urban area, and it's just going to be utter fucking chaos. I mean, I couldn't fathom how it's going to go, but it was densely populated. It's everybody's just going to be pushing and grinding and shoving, and it's going to be a hell of a way to try to get out.
That's what a lot of people, because I watch a lot of different guys on YouTube who do that stuff, like have homesteads and things. A lot of people say you need to get away from the city centers, because if you need to move, you get kind of stuck if you're trying to get out. A lot of people preach that, but everybody can't go and get a piece of property out in the middle of nowhere. Everybody just can't do that.
It's true. I mean, there's a lot of circumstances where you have to stay where you're at. Maybe your family's getting older and you need to, help them. You don't want to just abandon them. I mean, and your prepping situation will change. I have a lot of space where I can keep all this stuff too. So that helps, obviously. But, even just the canned goods and the water would make me feel better, and the first aid kits, and that's not something that's unreasonable. You could keep that in a closet. You could keep that in a corner. You could keep it under your bed. You know what I mean?
You dig a hole down that road to your house that nobody.
Damn. Oh, I mean, I'm in a pretty good situation. I'm trying to put myself in twice. You don't
even need to go nowhere.
Not necessarily, but yeah. I mean, my plan is always to bug in, no matter where I am. But if you have to bug out, you have to have a way to do it. You want to have temporary shelter, temporary water. Maybe you'll get to go back to your house, but you want to be able to leave and come back and be safe, and that's the name of the game, really, is being prepared for any situation.
And Armel's been here, so he knows what our property's like.
He dig a hole to death. If you lose power, like drop the power line. Nobody.
Guys, take me out. I want to open it up for somebody else.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Much love, fam.
Bro.
Hey, I'm getting ready to do a 500 subscriber giveaway too. I know it's late. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, it happens, man.
This weekend, we're going to do the 500 subscriber giveaway. Hopefully, maybe we'll have some special guests, you know what I mean, and see what's going on. I'm not exactly sure what time yet. I'm thinking maybe either before or after Armel goes live, if he goes live this weekend.
Okay.
But yeah, we want to pull this off. We want to get this 500 subscriber giveaway and get on to our 1,000 subscribers, hopefully. So, you know, all I'm trying to do, and I'm going to try to steer the channel more towards prepping, because I think that's where a lot of people could use the help. So that's the plans in the future. I mean, not that we're going to stay away from everything else, but I want to try to steer it towards prepping, because I think that's where people maybe need the most help.
And I think that it's important to us. It's like Joe was just saying. You look at, not to bring any politics or anything to it, you look at what's going on over in Gaza. Imagine having to live through that and not having anything at all. I mean, like, the place is decimated, and if you don't have anything or know how to do anything, it could be an issue. And you would never. I'm not expecting anything like that to happen to me, but you know, you never know what can happen. Nothing surprises me, so you never know what can go on.
Prepare for the work.
Yeah,
right.
Go ahead, Armel. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Keeping a case of these around isn't going to hurt a damn thing, you know. I mean, they're like $50. It costs me usually $50 to send them out, but I like to make sure people have these. I've got a case for RGG and a case for TK that I'm getting ready to ship out as well. I just want to make sure people have these in the worst of scenarios. You know, it's not that hard to keep it around, and they're shelf stable to keep for almost forever.
Yeah,
that's my way of giving back.
That stuff is good to have. People think like I have like part of my big stash, as I have like 12 of them big buckets that's like this high with food that lasts for 30 years. That's part of my big stash.
Yeah, and you're not going to touch it unless it's really bad. You know,
exactly. I ain't never touching it. But now, I had 13, but that was the one so I could test it out. You know, see how it is and see, you know, stuff like that. But if something happens, you need to have that stuff. What up, Mike?
Jason gave me a suggestion.
Out, you know,
Jason gave me a suggestion like mad months ago. I think I'm gonna implement it in our channel, and a lot of it is basically utilizing tools, because I was so surprised at how many people aren't very handy. You know what I mean? For very simple things. And I'm oblivious to this shit, because I think it's like at least 500 things that every dude needs to know how to do. You know what I mean? But I was surprised with the fact that a lot of people don't know how to do certain things. You know what I mean? And I think it'd be helpful, not just in prepping, but in everyday life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's a good idea, man. Just knowing what this tool is for and what you need. That's a good idea, man.
Just how to do it, or just how to build like something simple, like makeshift stuff. You know what I mean? You got a whole bunch of nails, and we worried about a tent or some crap like that, and you may not have a tent. You know what I mean? You may have what do you call these tarp things, right? But you may take a piece of wood and some screws and some scrap around and build the tent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
If you know how to use tools and materials, huh? Yeah,
that's always an option, brother.
Yeah, or
improvise.
Or just improvise something. But you got to have the know-how to do, a little bit. And I thought everybody knew how to use a drill or a screwdriver or a hammer, but it's not. That's not the case.
You remember the first time you picked up a drill, though? You probably about broke your freaking wrist. You know what I mean? Because you didn't know. You know what I mean? You had to hang on to it, and you know it was gonna grab at some point and yank your hand around
and spin like, you know, and then managing different materials and shit like that. You know?
Yeah, different materials handled differently. Like drywall is an art all in itself. You know, Armel, you've done some drywall. Drywall is an art. Making it look good.
I used to watch my pops do all that stuff, man. I say you know how to use a drill and a hammer and that type of stuff. Yeah.
It's certain things, you know what I mean? I was on the phone with my brother out in Kentucky, right? This dude, man, his shower leaking, man. So he's like, man, you better fix that shit yourself. He cut the hole in the wall. Now what? Now what? So I'm coaching him over the phone, and it was something that's supposed to take like 5 minutes just to, replace the line so that it was leaking on a bathtub diffuser, on a bathtub part. I said, you don't even take the bath. Use the bath. Just cut that out. But it took like an hour on the phone with this fool.
Well, the doctors are doing it now, so why not?
Doctors figure out how to sell drugs through apps, bro. Yo, the world.
I'm gonna text you some drugs.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can sign up for the app and get a new prescription for whatever dope you want, man. Shit real, bro.
It's true.
Yo, the drug game went animated and the doctor's doing it.
It's digital,
right.
son.
Call the teledoctor.
Digital,
Listen,
man.
this hurts. I need some pain medicine.
I'm on that digital dope.
Do you got the app? That's first thing they ask you. You got the app? You can get a doctor anywhere across the country, bro. Then the health insurance company recommend the apps that you can use to get your prescriptions filled. Yo, right. Dope game real, bro.
So Armel, if you had 3 tools that you can only have with you, and that's all you can have, what 3 tools would you take with you? That's all you can have.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
A hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. A big fat ass hammer.
One, a channel lock. A channel lock.
What? Tell people what's a channel lock.
I'm a show 'em.
Show
'em. Hold up! If I don't step on that in this dirty ass basement. Channel lock. I hope I ain't take those upstairs.
I can find some if you can't.
You got some? Here's a cheap one.
I got an old rusty pair in here.
Okay.
I just got hit with a snowball.
Yeah, channel lock. And I wouldn't say a pry bar for real. I wouldn't say a screwdriver because if you got a multi-tool, that should be covered. You know what I mean? Screws is some stupid shit. You can use anything for a screw, but if you got a good multi-tool, a Gerber with like attachments or something, that should be a hit anyway. Okay. That's fine for your screwdriver. But a crowbar and a damn hammer, that's and a channel lock, that's.
I have a few crowbars.
A crowbar, a crowbar, screwdrivers, channel lock, and a damn hammer.
Okay.
A hammer is absolutely positively necessary. You know what I mean? Absolutely positively.
And a hammer.
Screwdriver with me, huh?
You don't really need a lot of skills to use a hammer.
You do, because you can hurt yourself with it.
So break that down because you're the tool guy. Break that down.
So a hammer. Everybody used a hammer and probably hurt themselves. Everybody used a hammer and probably hit their daggone finger or something like that. I have. You hit your finger with a hammer before, man?
Doesn't matter what type of hammer, like this hammer like this. Does it matter what type of hammer?
Throw that shit away, Zach.
Why, man?
You got a hammer at your desk, Zach.
It's a hammer. I got more than this hammer. I got another hammer down here too.
What all you got in that room?
You never know what this is my hammer if I'm working on my guns and stuff, and I got big ones, small ones.
That's a little rubber mallet thingy.
Yeah, that's for working on guns so you don't maul stuff up. There's a lot of stuff in here. A whole lot of stuff.
I don't know, man. It's this much?
Hell yeah, I got more than that.
Okay, hold up. See, I can't even find a damn hammer, motherfucker.
I don't know. I don't got no tools like that, but I have other stuff. I
can't even find a hammer, but it's on. I don't know where the hell it's at.
So why should I get rid of my hammer? What's wrong with my hammer? You tell me, because you the tool expert.
Let me see a hammer, man.
Tell me why.
One, right? It's a dag.
You're the tool
hammer.
Is it hammer time?
That I have right here.
One, that hammer here, right? The good thing about that hammer, the good thing about it is it's a full shank.
It's too shiny though.
Yeah,
it's too shiny.
Nah, it's the shape of that hammer. Like when you put it on, it doesn't have enough leverage, and then it doesn't have the weight, and because it's like it's shaped the way it's shaped. When you hit something over and over again, it's gonna hurt your your handsprings. It's not.
So what do
if you got to use it over and over again, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna carpal tunnel or whatever the fuck that hamstring is. It does more damage to you than it does to the damn material.
What kind of hammer? What kind of hammer would you recommend? Like
one with a longer one.
When you say long, what you, because when you say long, what you mean by long? Like this hammer right here is, hold up.
A hammer is like a lever, right? So the more distance that you have on it, the less force you have to apply to it.
So this hammer overall is 13 inches. 13 inches long.
It's something a little bit like 3 inches longer.
Okay, so something like
this is my hammer.
Okay.
Where's my damn hammer at?
I see that.
He went all the way out to his truck for that.
I ain't going.
Something that's at least 16 inches long.
Yeah, 16 inches and at least 16 pounds.
Okay, at least 16 pounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a 16 pound blow, because that's just a 16 ounce or whatever. But that's a 16 ounce there. So
okay.
Move up to like a 22. And try not to make it the flat face, because that face is flat as well.
So what it needs to be like the round needs to be the round face?
Look at the face. It's smooth, right?
It is smooth, yeah.
The problem with that is it slips.
Okay.
So you want something that has a little bit more friction on a framing hammer.
Like a waffle head.
A framing hammer, you said?
Yeah, like a waffle head.
Okay.
Yeah, a waffle head. Because what happens with that is you get more friction, and more friction levels out your contact.
You remember RGG's Draco had that waffle head freaking Johnny on the front? Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, like that.
His hammer
mine's
around
worn down, though.
You can't even see it anymore.
And the head is off. The head is off, but I can't describe to you how the head. I can show it to you, but yeah. It's too curved. It's too fucking round.
To hear about your head, Armel.
Nah, but for real, right? So I came to the I bought like this hammer. I was like, okay, get your like basic hand tools and shit. I was a kid, right? I went to like the Votech High School in New York, right? I went to Westhouse. So you know how in New York how they had the co-op program where you go out and work. So back in the days, we was building Metrotech in my junior year. So we had to go out across the street to go to Metrotech out Brooklyn to go work. So you had to buy your own tools in Brooklyn. So I bought one of those hammers like you got right there. You know what I mean? You know the motherfucker sent me home, bro.
I sent a dude home one time for wearing skinny jeans. I was like, you guys go, man.
You sent me home. Yo, I had my whole my whole setup. Like, you know what I mean? My reflective vest, my hard hat, my steel toe shoes. I was G'd up, had my tool belt and the whole 9 yards, right? I was looking like Jason. I was looking like the black Jason Ewing going to work and shit.
And they sent you home, damn.
Sent me home because I had that bullshit ass hammer, man.
I sent you home too, Armel.
Because I had a bullshit ass hammer.
It's stuff like that they don't think about. Like you say, like a 22-ounce hammer, something that's about 20 inches long, maybe 16 inches long.
The longer the leverage it is, the better, bro.
Okay.
Because the hammer is a lever
for demolition. You know what I mean? A lot. You know, because you're gonna be repurposing materials and shit.
Right.
That hammer is for putting thumbtack. That hammer you got for putting thumbtacks or some shit in the wall, like very light. You know what I mean? You know how you can't press the thumbtack with your thumb?
That's the homeowner version.
So okay, so what about you said if I was gonna get some channel locks, what about that? Is there something that's inferior and something that's superior?
Channel locks is a plier for real, but it also can work as a wrench sometimes.
Hey, I got a nice set of Milwaukee channel locks that are dope, man. Those things are nice, and they come in like a 2-pack. They give you like a smaller one and a bigger one. The Milwaukee ones are dope. They grip real tight.
I got those too, but I can't find shit. It's probably upstairs.
So what about because you talking about what about screwdrivers? What makes screwdriver one screwdriver better than the other?
A lot of things, but for shit hit the fan situation, you don't need a lot of fancy screwdriver, bro.
Okay.
But for your everyday use, you need a good screwdriver because a cheap screwdriver is going to strip out the screws or
strip out the screwdriver. Yeah. The quality of the metal. The quality of the metal in the product.
Yeah, it's either, and then it's the way the screwdriver is cut. Like it's not going to seat in the screw a certain type of way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like say if it's like a Phillips head screwdriver, it's not going to. Certain brands don't fit fucking properly, and it's going to end up messing up the damn screw.
So you saying that ain't no tools that I can buy at Harbor Freight worth getting? No tools at all?
No tools like what? At Harbor Freight?
If I was gonna get a hammer, screwdriver, yeah.
Harbor Freight too goddamn expensive for that bullshit.
Damn.
Harbor Freight is not cheap. You know what I mean?
What you want to do though is you want to take your screwdriver and you want to put some Hawaiian punch
this is a Harbor Freight. This is a Harbor Freight screwdriver or something, right? Okay. Look at it. You see what I use it for, right? Hold up. Where the hell the camera at? You see how it broke off?
Yeah, I see.
It breaks like that. This is garbage, man. Nah, this is a Walmart screwdriver.
Okay.
Right? Shit is garbage, man. This is a Home Depot screwdriver. It's halfway decent, but it costs the same much as the Harbor Freight. But if you look at the Harbor Freight screwdriver, the screw head on the Harbor Freight, you see how it's all flat and shit, like your hammer. Now you look at the Home Depot one, you see how it's ridged.
I see. Okay.
And it's tapered, so it fits into the slot better. So if it fits into the slot better, it doesn't slide out so easily. You get a better grip. You get a better grip and it won't slip.
You gotta
now,
say it all different. Say everything different.
Now, it's a Milwaukee screwdriver, right? You see how the Home Depot screwdriver had grip, but it was further up, where the Milwaukee screwdriver is tapered all the way down.
Okay.
And then you don't get those magnetic screwdrivers because those mess up. You get a magnetizer. The magnetizer goddamn screwdriver, not a magnetic screwdriver.
And you can buy that at Harbor Freight. The magnetizers work the same.
Yeah, the magnetizer you can buy from Harbor Freight. You know,
is that an inexpensive piece of equipment, or is it
probably like $2,
$5-10? Yeah, something like that.
$2. We talk about Harbor Freight, so it's probably about $2.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is stuff that's good to know, because some people, because we talk about. I was having this conversation earlier. We always talk about like the shit hit the fan, but what about the stuff that can happen every day?
It's the shit that's happened that you do every day that's gonna increase your survivability when shit hit the fan.
The shit can hit the fan any day, though. Right. That's the thing. It could be any day. Shit hit the fan here today. Everybody's driving into each other and shit. There's snow everywhere. You know what I mean? They don't know how to drive in it. They're running into each other. They're parking in ditches. I'm like, you can't park there. You know what I mean?
Because it's just because a lot of times what happens is, because that's why I say start off somewhere. Like if certain things happen, I don't worry about. Like they say the power's gonna go out. Okay, I got some things to do to make sure I got some power in order to do things. If they say the water's gonna turn off, I got some water, so I can do some things. If I can't make any fire or something, I got some things that I can do so that I'm not feeling, so that I'm not the first thing, so that I have a mental confidence, so I'm not going to be worried and overwhelmed and panicking. And that's important too, people, because you got to remember that too. If your mindset isn't right, you mess around, you can have all the stuff in the world, but if you can't get your mind right, it don't matter how much stuff you got. It doesn't matter. It's not going to serve you any purpose because your mind is all messed up. So you got to remember that too. That's important.
Yeah, and ain't nothing for real, ain't nothing wrong with Harbor Freight. You just got to be gentle with it, and you can't force that shit.
There's certain things I definitely buy there all the time,
Now you told me what to look for now. When I go look for some flathead screwdrivers, I'm gonna make sure that the flathead screwdriver got the groove on the end. Yeah, making sure it's tapered and got the grooves on it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or else it's nothing but a chisel, for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's why it slipped. Like it keeps slipping. Like if you use the flathead, people use flatheads and they constantly slip and they want, oh, the flatheads are useless. And flatheads have their place. Not, you know, and the place that they have, you don't want to fuck it up. You want to reinstall it. Because
a woman invented the Phillips head screwdriver though?
Phillips was just as bad.
You stupid.
You gotta take your jab, don't you, Armel? You can't just let it be.
like I like to buy all of my gun stuff. I buy Wheeler screwdrivers. I like their screwdrivers for fixing guns.
The difference then,
because you do notice the difference. Yes, they're made a certain way. You do know the difference. I know that there's a difference.
Now
that's for my gun stuff. I don't pay attention for regular stuff. Like I'll buy a screwdriver set. It's a good price. It look good. It look pretty.
Machining is a whole different art form. Like I've been trying to learn for a couple of years how to do machining, like watches and like precision tools. Those are different because, like, say with a screwdriver, their bottoms are different. The way the point is at the bottom, even the flats, they seat a certain way because machines, like especially precision machine, those screws are made different and they bottom out different. So if you try to use a regular ass Milwaukee screwdriver on like the tiny ones on that precision stuff, like a watch or a gun, it's not going to sit properly. Okay. So you have to use precision screw heads for that. Or the regular Allen key or some shit like that. The material is different. Sometimes it's softer. You know?
Yeah, I've run into that where like especially like when they give you like free Allen keys and stuff like that, you got a really good screw with a bullshit Allen key, or you have a bullshit Allen key and a really good screw, you fuck it up.
Yeah. But it's all the bottom. It's all that precision stuff, like the Wheeler, that stuff you get from what's that gun supply store that make the Brownells? Yeah, that stuff is specifically made for that stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my Wheeler's my favorite for gun stuff, man. You got everything inside there.
Good, man.
It's my favorite stuff for gun stuff.
Yeah, don't get that, the Harbor Freight stuff. I don't know, man. That shit. I know my cousin used that and he got a whole bunch of strip screws. He didn't change.
RGG said you helped him too, because
he loved Harbor
Freight. Everything.
He swear about that place, but he needed to change the battery on his optics, and his screws are stripped out. And I try to talk to him. You know what I mean? I try to talk to the brother, but you know what I mean? He task force alpha and shit, so I can't tell him shit. Better than me and everybody else. So
that stuff does make a difference, and it's stuff like that people really don't think about it. Because I know stuff like that I never thought about until I started working on firearms, where I saw the difference in why this company's tools were better than this one. Because you start getting to, like you said, the precision stuff, the smaller things.
The smaller things.
That's stuff that people don't really pay attention to, but they should. Because you don't want to be somewhere and you need the screwdriver and you got a bullshit screwdriver. You start trying to turn something, the damn thing break, or it can't do what you need to do.
Or it messes something. So like the stuff is like homeowner grade, right? There's levels to this shit. So if that's light duty, that means don't force it. It ain't, you know what I mean? If you got force, you raping it, leave it alone.
Yeah, okay. I got a story to tell, man. I was in boot camp, right? I was in Marine Corps boot camp, right? And I'm out on the rifle range, right? And I had a real high temperature, like 103 or something. And I went to BAS and they said, all right, go back to your unit and tell them you're light duty. Bro, we're on the rifle range. And I go, hey, drill instructor, staff sergeant, ask you, I'm light duty. Oh, Staff Sergeant Jones, take him over there to the pit and have him do the light duty. Shit. They got me out there. I'm light duty. I'm light duty. Bro, they were wearing my ass out, man. I'm light duty. Do a push-up.
Send me a drink. See, Jason, a damn BB gun. Jason made me get a BB gun.
That automatic one, I've been looking at that one for quite a while.
I got it for pretty cheap too. It was on sale for Black Friday, I think, and I ordered it. So, yeah.
I got a Sig MPX pellet gun.
I think it's based off the same one, right? They're basically the same thing.
Yeah,
mine's
not full auto though.
No,
not
just 3 round burst or something.
No, you go
single shot.
Yeah,
I think they use the same magazines though, from what I looked into.
Huh?
I think they use the same magazine feed system.
Yeah, with that little chain inside of it, you put the pellets inside of it. Yeah.
So that's interchangeable. So, maybe get one of the other one too. I think I got it for like $120.
Peace, Big Ed. Yeah, I've been looking at it because I like having the BB gun around. Nice and quiet. And it's actually effective too.
Yeah, and you can run drills with it. You know what I mean? You can run drills with it and you got half the harm. You know what I mean? Half the potential for damage. It's good to train with stuff like that because when you're training with live rounds, there's repercussions. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you're training with BBs, there's mild repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Right. These things recoil, slide back, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
that's the way those are too. And
I got
they function like a real firearm. So when Shanna got her first handgun, because she wasn't well versed in handguns in the Navy, they just didn't train her in handguns well. She knew how to shoot rifles from her childhood and from her Navy service, but the handguns was just a moot point. I carried a handgun in the Marine Corps sometimes, but they just didn't train in it. So I got a BB gun first, and she trained with that first, and she felt comfortable with that. And then we moved her into a pistol, and now she's got almost as many pistols as I do.
Yeah.
BB guns come in handy, man. Especially like you said, they got the realistic joints that'll recoil and everything.
And 22s too. People sleep on 22s, bro. I got one of the dopest 22 collections of anybody in the 2A game. I bet you. I bet you right now.
You shouldn't sleep on 22. 22 done put a lot of things down.
22 put more people down than any other round in the history of time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you look at it,
I don't know about that, man.
No. More people are killed with 22 than any other caliber because it's cheap.
Not in the world, though.
I don't know about the world, but definitely in the United States.
Because I know that's
a lot of criminals use 22s.
But killed every.
I'm not a criminal. but the 22 is slept on, and it's an excellent training platform. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't
genocide with that going AK round, man.
What's that?
I seen worldwide genocides with that AK round.
Oh, without a doubt. I may be talking just in the United States or something of that nature, but one way or the other, a lot of people die at the hands of a 22. It's just as capable as any other round. I mean, when it boils down to it, anything can penetrate a skull.
22 get inside you, start bouncing around too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, certain ammunition you can get, like I get Fort Scott ammunition. It's a tumbling round. You know what I mean?
Yo, so you heard of this, Jason, with the radio, with the comms thing, the other license, not so much the ham license, the GMRS license that you don't take $60.
What is that?
It's another comm system, radio system. It's the new wave. So basically, the repeaters are already set up. So you know how the ham radios used to be set up, and it used to go from tower to tower to tower?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the old school since the 19 whatever the hell. Now the GPS is the new standard, which is more of a digital standard.
Okay.
And it works something like
it's $35. It's $35. It's good for 10 years.
Yeah. But you still need an FCC license for it.
What type of FCC license? What do you mean an FCC license?
That's the federal government communication radio license.
I mean, I know what the FCC is, but so you have to go spend extra and get the FCC license.
And you could press the button and it's just like the ham radio.
Okay. But
the ham radio standard, you got to take a test and all of this shit.
Yeah, and you do.
This is replacing the ham radio. It's the upgraded version, but you don't have to take all the tests and get all the certification and everything.
So is it like because I know like at one point in time you could sit home with a scanner and listen to all the police stuff. Now they're using that digital, and you gotta have different equipment. Okay. All right. Cool.
It's the new standard that's to be adopted, and it's still regulated, so you still got to go to the government and pay for a license, but you don't have to take a test and all of that ham radio shit. You know what I mean? You just pay for the license and you can press go, and I can holler at Jason all the way on the West Coast.
See, that's the way we need to get set up. That's the way we need to get set up, just in case everything falls apart.
Well, but I'm guessing that the price comes in, the FCC license is where the price comes in.
You still got to get a license. It's still a regulated item.
But so what I'm saying, you gotta, so to get the GMRS or whatever, it's like $35. I was just reading about it. Okay. But to get the FCC license, I'm guessing, is that you have to take a test for that, or you just got to pay for it?
License. You don't have to take a test.
Okay.
There's different FCC licenses. There's one's for the GRMS, and there's one for the ham radio.
So once I get the GRMS, that's the FCC license for it. That's it.
Just for, you can only use broadcast on, you can only press go on GRMS radio frequencies, not ham.
So you have to learn the GMRS. Okay, I get it. So you got to basically just to change your equipment around a little bit.
Right. Don't use the ham radio one no more. GRMS is the chirp, bro. That's all that shit is for real, for real.
Okay.
That's the chirp. Chirp. That's that shit. From
shit.
That's what that shit is.
Nextel.
Yeah, that's what that shit is. You remember Nextel? Huh? Back in Ohio, and I'm hitting them from Queens. I'm in Hollis. What chirp run? You know what I mean? That's what GRMS. That's better than damn radio shit.
And it's inexpensive to get a GMRS license.
Yeah. You don't have to know all the stupid call signs and radio code and all of this stuff that you got to.
It says it covers you and your immediate family, like your wife, your kids, grandparents, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the dopeness right there.
And now, if you've been convicted of a felony, you gotta disclose that.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is $35.
Yeah, that's the new comms, bro.
And that's what we need to get hooked up with. But what's that cost to get hooked up with, as far as your antenna, your amplifier?
You don't even really need it. It's like the chirp Nextel, but you can get for longer range because it's bouncing off of all the GRMS receivers that Sprint, Verizon, and Nextel pumped out over the thousands of goddamn years.
So what's it cost?
It's the same much as it's a both thing, or it's cost the same much. It ain't that much difference.
I'm about to look up one right now.
Well, we need to get that together, because if this shit all falls apart, we need to have a way to communicate. Really,
man, these things ain't expensive at all.
That's what I told you. It's that new shit that I've been researching, because I know
these are bow things. They're bow things. GM15 Pro GMRS radio.
Right.
$50.
Right.
Oh, that's a wrap. I ain't know. Oh, that's a wrap. They got some for $20.
And then you pay for your license, you could press go. And you don't got to worry about ham radio license and all that dumb shit. Because you got a license to operate those.
And the distance is greater than is better than using the repeaters with the other one.
Yeah.
Oh,
they still have repeaters, but their repeaters are like transceivers. So it's just bouncing like a mesh network from what I'm reading.
Well, when we move, I'm thinking about getting that Elon Musk satellite, internet stuff, because we're
a better one, man.
I've
been looking in the comms lately.
What's that?
Starlink?
Yeah, Starlink. I think because we're planning on moving somewhere real remote. I want to double our acreage at least, and basically be in the middle of nowhere. That's the dream, and just retire. I mean, we're both disabled veterans. We both, served the country. We both, worked all our lives, and we're trying to figure out how to finally settle things down and retire.
It's two
what you gonna sell apple pie? Damn it!
Get a little bit of apple pie. I don't know. Something.
Now you gonna sell some blackberry shine? You gonna
maybe? I ain't gonna sell it. I'm just gonna drink it.
You got to take it to the farmer's market.
this GRMS thing, I'm gonna have this tomorrow.
I'll bring it to the RGA.
Why am I showing Zach shit, man?
I'm gonna have this tomorrow.
I forgot you a compulsive shopper, bro.
I'm like, dude, yo, they tore me up, man. My temperature was so bad, bro. They had me in an ice bath, and they had me drinking Gatorades, and I wasn't even allowed to have nothing with sugar in it. But at the BAS, they would take care of you, and then they'd send you back to your unit, man. You're just getting beat up.
Zach, you know where I found out about that?
Hey, that was the go-kart I just sold the neighbor.
I found out about that, Zach, from everybody hate this dude, man. T-Rex Arms, bro.
I don't hate T-Rex Arms. I watch him from time to time. I don't hate him. I don't know enough about him.
His brother's man. You know, some people hate his content sometimes, you know what I mean? But they give out some good information on that thing. He hustling his ass off. He a businessman, man. Everybody,
he could be a little inflammatory and excitable sometimes, but you know, I've listened to him, and you find good information from anywhere.
But his brother was talking about comms, and I was like, damn, long ass video, like 2 hour long video, and it was crazy interesting. He talked about comms and he talked about GPS on the prepper side. And I was like, that calm shit. So I started looking more into it. But that's how I found out about that shit.
C's don't like him. He's a little punk.
Yeah. People hate, I mean.
I don't even know who he is. I just
learned something about this GMRS I didn't know about. And it's the something new that I can jump right into it. I ain't got to break the bank to do it. So I'm going to get ready to learn. I'm going to
break your brain.
Right, because if I can talk to y'all just like this, and all I gotta do is the click of a button. If it works like old Nextel, I like that.
Yeah, that's with it. Hey, the more options you have, the better off you are, right?
That's right.
I'm looking to get into CB with some type of high power antenna. I'm looking to get into anything I can get into, especially once we move. Once we move, my prepping game is going to go to level 10.
So get your ham radio.
I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, building a bunker is not outside of the expectations.
I have not said that we were moving yet, Jason.
We're moving.
Yo, get your ham radio, Jason.
I gotta get closer to my family. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get closer to my family. Y'all are my family. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You guys mean more to me than just about anybody out there. I mean, man, I love my family, my immediate family, but outside of that, you guys are my family. I care about you guys deeply, you know, and I want to be near you guys.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
You hear us anyway, and you just on the other side of the plane.
Tina says Dr. Evil has spoken, and then Bruce said he just put his light duty foot down.
It's funny though, because you just gave us an option for something that's inexpensive and something that you can go out and do. It actually is a way to create a network that I never thought. I didn't know anything about that. Now I'm going to be out until I fall asleep. So I'll be looking into this because it's inexpensive. It's something that we could do like right away to create communication. So
Armel is an asset, bro. Armel is an absolute asset. He's an asset.
Same thing if you think about it. The comms is the same thing as the Baofeng, but you know, on the Baofeng, you can't press the fucking button for long range run.
Right, you get in trouble.
Now we're gonna press this goddamn button.
Oh, it's a wrap. I'm taking care of this.
We're gonna pay you $30.
I'm serious too. I gotta talk to him about
Let's do it. Let's build a network, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna pay these for $30.
I think that's a hell of an idea. It's $35 to get the license, and then you go for $50. You'll get you 2 radios, and you can start out just like that off Amazon.
I'm in all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Armel shouldn't have told me. Yeah, that's a wrap.
We're gonna be beeping each other in the middle of the day and shit.
That's a way to keep communication. It's a quick, easy way to keep communication. That's why I want to know its limitations and what you can and can't do. That's a real easy way. If I need to reach you and I can't because the phones are down or whatever, you know, hey, if this happens, you get on this channel or however, I'm about to hit you up. I might need to be able to reach out and touch you. That'll work. I can get one of those. Tell my wife, put it in her purse.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you, tell my son, put it in your book bag. You never know what's gonna happen.
Let's do it. It's a movement.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a new option. It's replacing the old way. You know what I mean?
You said, but would you be able to do it?
Cops is using it too.
And so Mike had a question. Would it work like if like in a sit hit the fan situation with this real cold weather like this? Does it still work well?
The cops use the shit. The fire department use it. Why wouldn't it?
Oh, okay. So it's those upper high digital channels.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it will work
because it's an abandoned service. It's because
Yeah,
it's an abandoned, like it's considered old technology, right?
The ham radio is the old technology with the CBs and all it. The citizens.
All of it's old now, Armel. We're hella old, bro.
Right.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're hella old, bro.
Yeah, it's done with Arnold just talking to the hooch over
the don't mean shit.
Mr. 945, I'm gonna put this link out here that I found. I know this company. They actually make radios. That's what I went to, and I put the link out there so you can go check it out. And all I did was I went and I just put in GMRS on Amazon, and all those Baofengs kept coming back.
Yeah.
So can you use a Baofeng for this?
Yeah, Baofeng make those radios too.
Yeah, I put the link
but
out
it's
there.
a separate radio,
Baofeng,
right?
Yeah, it's different. It's not the UV. It's not the UV ones. These are GM15s. The other ones are UV whatever. But, because it's UHF VHF. These are called GM. These are GM series, the GM15 Pros.
Okay.
There's a bunch of different ones.
They're on a different bandwidth.
I'm in like the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. I'll be set up in the next 2 weeks. I guarantee it.
You know how when we used to watch your TV, Zach, man?
It'll
be 2 weeks.
Huh?
Remember how when we used to watch your TV and we needed to watch Video Music Box and we had to turn the lower one?
That's right, the channel 31.
That's the regular Baofeng. That's the regular radio.
Yeah,
the GMRX is the cable box, bro.
Okay, I got you.
you know what I mean? That's the cable
You'll
box.
be watching Skinamax on that, John.
Yeah. That's the cable box now.
A GMRS repeater with an antenna that is high above the surrounding terrain can extend the usable range over a wide area. For example, up to a 20-mile radius.
Come over here, keeping you warm, woman.
Yeah, man. This is put me on to something now.
So it's going to hit the receiver.
No doubt.
It's going to hit the receiver and transmit further.
Big. If you go on Amazon and just type in GMRS, they'll come up. They got them for all different prices, but I've seen them for $20, 2 for $50. Baofengs are not expensive at all.
But just look up the research the technology and how it works too. So
that's what I'll be doing this evening and into the day tomorrow. I'm supposed to be working, but I'll be looking up these damn radios.
Yeah.
It's all about finding holes in your game, though. When you're prepping, it's all about finding holes in your game. Whatever you might be missing that you would need immediately. That's what you need now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him about that, kid.
What's that?
Because the GMRS. Because Billy already does like the whole CB thing. He got like a setup. He knows that stuff. He does that.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Parasite about this too, because Parasite he got a hell of a setup.
Parasite goes deep.
Right.
He's a
I wonder
communicator
how much
too.
he knows about the GMRS. I wish he was here tonight.
Parasite got ham radio license.
I think he does.
I think Parasite got a hell of a setup. I mean,
yeah,
hell of a setup.
You got to think about the ham radio. I want to get it right because this is another trick. A real estate game, right? If you got your ham radio license and your shit is up, your house is basically fucking untouchable, bro.
You could buy Satcoms now too. You could buy Satcoms.
That's a loophole in the that's a loophole in the real estate law.
That's what I want to find out, Mike. I'm not sure if they're all compatible yet.
But you can set up Satcoms too, and that's frequency hopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's gonna cost you a little bit more though. I like this.
It will.
I like
this.
It's
a realistic thing nowadays. The technology has advanced.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything that's tech gear now is way cheaper than it used to be.
Yeah, because that's what happens. It's like a computer. You buy a computer tomorrow, next week is old. That's how that stuff works, man.
That's why you buy a Mac.
But it still works.
That's why you buy a Mac, man. If
I'm
it's
into
a
the
Windows,
virtual
it probably
reality
don't work.
stuff, man. You ain't got to tell me.
So
I'll be living in VR.
let me see something. What Joe say? If the GMRS uses existing towers, it can be denied in emergencies. Okay. All right.
It could be denied in an emergency situation.
People entertained. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Everything could be denied in a regular situation.
How did Shanna?
Hey, Shanna.
hi.
Everything could be denied.
Right.
Everything can be denied.
Sure. So I'm learning how this.
But yeah, do the research. I've been messing with that stuff. Like, I haven't got anything, but I've been looking into it for the past couple of weeks.
See, I don't really go to the library, but this might send me to the library. Sometimes I like to go to the library, even though you don't have to.
But I think it's the new wave now, man.
I'll be looking at this tonight for a long time.
And there's a competitor for the same competitor for Elon Musk thing that's better. That got better
installing.
But I can't remember the name of it. As far as getting your internet and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Satellite internet, satellite, whatever. That's better than Skylink or Starlink. Because Elon Musk trying to make the Terminator thing for real.
You said it's the FRS and GMRS frequencies. All right, Joe.
See, that's my partner. And you know, me and Joe and Ray Official got a new channel coming in February.
I know. I got a message. I got a message from Ray telling me about it. I'm just waiting for you. I'm waiting for y'all to drop it. And Gina too. Gina hit me up about it too.
That's gonna be some 3 characters, boy.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see that. I'm trying to figure out how the hell y'all gonna have a show together.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
That's gonna be something else.
That's gonna be we be on the phone all the time. It's gonna be dope, man. Just the shit that we just talk about. You know what I mean? It was something that was bound to happen. You know.
Hey, Armel, don't forget about your boy.
I ain't forget about you. I like your cup.
That's a dope cup, ain't it?
Came all the way from
we done went past our 2 hours.
All right, man.
I was enjoying the conversation, but I can't stay on here all night long.
I can't.
Hey, here's the target we shot up with Big Dre when we went to visit him.
You know, Jason can stay on here all the time, man.
I know. That's not. I gotta. We can't stay on here all night, man.
Back channel, man. Good night, y'all.
I appreciate Jason, Shannon. I appreciate y'all coming through, dropping knowledge. Armel, I appreciate you coming through. Big Ed.
Much love, fam.
Y'all have a good night.
Everybody, like I say, you may not have as much stuff. Like, he's been doing this for 20 years. I've been doing it for more than a decade. You just build up slow, get what you can, and do what you gotta do. But try to get yourself prepared as much as you can. And we appreciate you on behalf of RGG, who's somewhere taking care of business because he got to handle business next week. Appreciate y'all coming out. Like he likes to say, we appreciate y'all. Huh?
If you're going to the meetup, we'll see you in 156 days.
That's right. I see you. Just let me know when the flight's coming in. I will be there waiting for y'all.
I'm gonna be first, so I might see you on Monday.
I'm gonna be the first one there.
Yeah, just let. I took that whole week off, man. So just let me know.
I guess you'll be the first one there then.
Yeah, I took the whole week off, man.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna be second.
All right, family, appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out with us. I hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all go out there and do something with what you learned. And we'll talk some more about this GMRS thing because this has me real interested. So salute y'all. Don't forget the layaway. That's right, the Prep and Pimp. Peace.
Much love, fam.